It is cold as all hell out there. Wait, all hell, that would make it warm. Who cares? Anyway, I'm not leaving the house today until the temperature gets to at least double digits. It's like literally 2 degrees outside, and I'm still in bed. I'm still in the bedroom here, and I was like, I'll do something productive today instead of just like, sit at home and stare at TV in the wall. And I'll make a video here for you guys. Since everyone in the state of Illinois is home from school, this is directly out to you guys. And I think Minnesota and Michigan. I think the whole Midwest is having a day off. Anyway, as you can see from the title, this is going to be the top 5 worst things on the planet. Now, there's things that aren't going to be on this list, like murders, rapists, stuff like that. Like, I acknowledge those things are all worse than the things I have on this list here today for you guys. Like, I acknowledge there's a lot of things that are worse than the actual things I have on this list. This is more of just like, the less than obvious things. Like, because I get it. People that commit homicides and all that, they're about as evil as you can get. This is going to be a more little unique, thought-provoking list of things that just maybe I've seen in this world, or that I don't understand about this world, that I just think are just fucking terrible. Anyway, number 5, the Star Wars prequels. I recently rewatched the Red Letter Media Star Wars prequel reviews, the Mr. Plinkett reviews, and they're about 1,000 times more entertaining. Actually, I can't. They're not 1,000 times more entertaining, because the entertaining value of the Star Wars prequels is a 0, and you can't multiply 0 and get a number out of it. Anyway, I watched those Mr. Plinkett reviews, and then I saw that the actual prequels were on a marathon on, I guess it was like TNT or Spike TV, one of those channels, this past weekend. And I watched them. I mean, granted, I was just going back and forth in the day, and I was just, watching them again and trying to absorb them. This is like the first time I've watched them in years, aside from the Mr. Plinkett reviews. And I'm going, oh my God, these movies are fucking terrible. Fucking awful. Trade Federation, Metachlorians, and oh my fucking God! The movies are just borderline unwatchable. And I'm such a huge fan of episodes 4, 5, and 6. It's like, how does the mind that crafted those masterpieces craft such shit? Oh my God, I get it. You have computers that make cool little digital effects in big cities, and everyone's in front of green screens, and the life is just sucked out of those films. Fuck, George Lucas! You killed my fucking childhood, as the saying goes. Anyway, Star Wars prequels. Fucking awful. Awful fucking waffle. Number 4, the war on drugs. Now, I myself am not an illicit drug user of any kind. I don't see myself using any drugs that are illegal right now, other than if I have to get prescribed some sort of like opiate or whatever for pain killing, stuff like that. But when I see lives get ruined because, they had like pot in their possession, or they just, sold it just to make ends meet. Now, granted, I'm not saying I condone, selling to like kids or something like that. Someone selling something to consenting adults, someone gets their life ruined because they got caught doing that and they go to jail. To see in my country waste tens upon tens of hundreds of millions of dollars, trying to shut down drug operations in other countries, keep drugs from crossing the border, etc., etc. To seeing jails pretty much be built just from the amount of people that are busted and incarcerated for either drug usage or drug sale in my country, I think is just fucking pathetic. And this is coming from a non-drug user, Mr. Goody Two-Shoes, whatever the fuck you want to call me. And on top of that, what has the war on drugs really done? What has it done? Other than waste taxpayers' money. Fuck. Sorry, I got bouncy here. I'm on my bed. What are you guys doing up there? Is that more sex? There's no one downstairs. Anyway, the war on fucking drugs is such a waste of time, effort. Not to mention, there's a number of drug enforcement officials that have been killed in the line of duty because of what they did. Now, I'm not saying that, the drug dealer should get off the hook because he, shot some, ATF agent or something like that. Why would they be doing drug busts? Anyway, it's such a waste of manpower, such a waste of money, and such a waste of a life of an individual that could be a productive member of society, but now because they got caught with, say, a felony amount of pot in their possession, because maybe they're a heavy pot smoker, or whatever the case may be. They got busted with that. Now, when they get out of jail, the jobs that they could get are severely limited. The life that they can live is going to be severely limited. There's going to be a number of restrictions. They can't have an inch of fuck up in their life because their past actions are going to be held against them, etc., etc. All because they had something that they smoke and it makes them feel better, helps them get through this world or whatever reason they're doing it. I really don't care. If you're an adult and you want to use drugs, then fucking do it. If you do something illegal because of those drugs, I'm not saying, someone should be able to use, be like Tony Montana and have a desk full of coke, snort it, and then go out and shoot people the fuck up. I'm not saying that should be excused, but fuck, man. If you want to use just to fucking feel better in this world, knock yourself the fuck out. War on drugs, waste of fucking time, effort, money, resources, what have you, what not. Science, bitch! I'm sorry, I just felt like pointing out my shirt since it was themed to drugs for Breaking Bad. Yeah, anyone get that? You watch this video? Anyway. Number 3. Attention begging. Now, this can go in a lot of ways. You can see this in a number of examples. You could see it as something as simple as a girl that has a pair of sweatpants that says, juicy across her ass. It's like, we get it. You have a butt. You have something written on your butt. You want us to look at your butt, observe your butt, but if you catch us doing it, you'll be the first to say, "What are you looking at?" Well, you have something written on your butt. I wanted to see what it said. In order to see what it said, I had to look to read it and comprehend it. Anyway, you can also see it as something as simple like on Facebook, like if you have a pen like this. And people are like, "I do have a pen like that, I'm going to hit the like button, I'm going to leave a comment." Or comment if you wrote with a blue pen in your life. I've written with a blue pen sometime in my life, I'm going to leave a comment. It's just the fucking attention begging like that. The please like and subscribe and share. Now that's, that's fine. I understand people doing that on YouTube and it's just so not a big thing anymore. But it's the please send this video to all your friends and family if you believe the message and all this blah 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 blah. They take it beyond the more just like and comment and just, take this video and shove it down people's fucking throats for me because I don't want to do it and I want to use you as the grunts to do it, etc., etc. Anyway, attention begging. It comes in all shapes, sizes, and forms, and I'm sure that, we've all done it at some point in our lives, but when you get to the point that you have to do it at every fucking waking moment, you can't go through a single day where something you don't do or something you do is attached to attention begging, it just gets so fucking sad. And I know so many people like that. It's just such sad, empty lives they live. Oh. Anyway, let's move on to number 2. Number 2. This is my personal favorite. That stupid motherfucker who doesn't pay attention. And it's probably you! Anyway, this is something much like attention begging that, we've probably all dabbled with every now and then. But there's always that moment in life where we come across that stupid motherfucker that just doesn't pay attention. I saw the movie American Hustle last week. Great movie. Christian Bale is phenomenal and Amy Adams has great tits, and she shows them off in the film. Not fully nude, but you see side boob pretty much every second she's on the screen. Anyway, during this movie, what the fuck happens? Someone's fucking cell phone goes off. It's like you just want to yell up to the projection booth, go, "Stop the movie! Stop the movie! And I want to turn around and I go, where the fuck were you in the beginning of the film before the movie started when the 10 different fucking commercials about turning your fucking cell phones off were airing? Where the fuck were you? What were you doing? Oh, you were probably doing something on your cell phone, weren't you? And I go, wait a second, weren't you the guy when we were buying tickets here today that was sitting there doing something on his cell phone and the line started moving and we all just want to, behind you, buy our tickets and we have to go, yo buddy, line's moving. You were that same guy, weren't you? Anyway, that stupid motherfucker that doesn't pay attention. We all know who that is. And it annoys us. The person in the grocery store that's, looking at something on the shelf and they turn their cart sideways and they block the whole aisle and you see like 2 people merging from both lanes and you're going, oh, I'm sorry, are you the only one shopping here today? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh. No, don't be sorry, just pay a fucking attention. Anyway, that stupid motherfucker that doesn't pay attention. We all know who they are, don't we? Anyway. They're out there all the time, and I don't know, I just don't know how, like, these people get to adult ages because they should have wandered out into traffic long ago and just been, stricken from society or just depleted from society, whatever you want to say. Alright. The number 1 worst thing in the world is Seattle Seahawks fans. These motherfuckers, a few people at ESPN said they were going to win the Super Bowl, and a couple publications, they're already celebrating it like they fucking won the Super Bowl. These cocky motherfuckers win something for... Okay, I'm just kidding. It's not Seattle Seahawks fans. They're pretty bad. But the real answer is, of course, black people. Now, I know that you, like me, we just can't... I'm just kidding. The real answer, of course, is fat people. Fat people, oh my god, with their food and their eating and their size, and I'm just kidding. Alright, all joke answers aside, the worst thing in the fucking world is women. Women. Women and their stupid ass womanly ways. Alright, now that I've jokingly got every single person out there mad. I don't have a trick answer for this. I know people are expecting some little, not trick answer, but a joke answer for the number 1 thing here, and I usually do. It's usually something that's over exaggerating and it's it's not something really serious. But this time I'm changing things up from my previous top 5 list, and I'm going to go with a serious answer. And that is, the number 1 worst thing in the world is deliberately cheating. Now, we all cheat in some way, shape, or form. I mean, if you want to get down to a technical aspect, you could say, someone playing basketball who, double dribbles is a violation of the rules. And you can double dribble and not deliberately do it. Like, you just, it's a long game, whatever, and shit, I double dribbled. It's a foul. The other team gets the ball back. That's cheating. You can't double dribble in the game of basketball. Unless it's a jail yard or game or something like that. Anyway, something little like that. Like, that's something where it's not really a deliberate action. I'm talking about the more deliberate, okay, you're going to the mall and it's before Christmas and it's going to be packed, and you take the little handicap placard off your grandma's car and you put it on your little rear view mirror, and then you go to the mall and there's that one handicap spot left right in front of the mall and you take it. But you don't need it, your grandma's not with you, but you have her placard that, basically allows you to park there. You're being a deliberately cheating motherfucker. And you're a scumbag. And of course, it can go to a number of things, like cheating on your girlfriend or boyfriend or what have you. Cheating on your family in any way, shape, or form. I honestly think that is the absolute worst thing that you can do in this world, aside from committing homicide and stuff like that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. I have no respect for people that cheat. I may have to mask it sometimes because, I know people that have, cheated on people they loved and adored, or cheated to, get ahead in life, be it monetarily or just, ranking in a company, etc., etc. And in the back of my mind, I will always despise those people at least a little bit, because it's something I won't forget, because it's something that I hold to a high standard in my life, that I honestly feel I've gone through a pretty cheat-free life. Of course, I've had my slip-ups much like any other person. I'm not perfect. But it is something that I hold in high regard. It's something that, like, if things ever went bad with me and Girlfiend, I would simply part ways. The notion of cheating on her would never cross my mind. Now, of course, I say that now. For all we know, I'll just grow up to become an asshole and grow up. I'm already grown up. Anyway, but you get what I'm saying. Deliberately cheating. Just knowingly committing an act of cheat. And no, I'm not talking about using Game Shark on a video game, even though that is technically cheating. Something of substantial life. Not saying that video games are nothing into this world, but you get what I'm saying, I hope. Anyway, that is my top 5 list of the worst things in this world. Of course, if you guys have 5 things that you think are just fucking despicable in this world, you want to share them, the comment section is below. I love reading the comments, especially on these top 5 videos and my sports videos. And to those asking, I am going to continue doing NFL videos through the postseason, even though the Eagles are out of the playoffs. I don't know why I just felt like throwing that in the end there. Alright, I'm going to sit in my room and bounce up and down on my bed to keep myself warm, because it's cold. Outside, the heat's cranked up here, and I got the fireplace going, so it's toasty as a motherfucker. Anyway, have a good day, everyone, and don't freeze to death. Please.